Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. It's March 24th. Almost we are nearing towards end of March, and I'm back again with the latest AOR and eCOPR timelines. Guys, I've been keeping you posted since over a year now. May was when Tier to PR pathway initiated, and I've been posting regular videos on the updates on Tier to PR pathway. So be sure to subscribe and share with your friends so that they can also take benefit of this knowledge. Alright guys, so let's get started with today's video, and we start with AOR timeline as usual. So starting with the first AOR timeline, IG stream applied May 6, 10 p.m. EST. Now this is on May 6, 10 p.m. a little bit later in the day. Linked the application on January 14th. Alright, so that is very interesting. This individual linked application January 14th and had to wait over 2 months for the AOR. So don't worry if you are in this situation. If you are able to link and you're waiting for the next update from IRCC, there are cases where it takes really long time for AOR, but don't worry, it will eventually come. So this is a case where this individual linked the application January 14th, PCC ADR January 14th as well, biometrics return mail January 24th, and finally AOR on March 24th. So very interesting case. Now moving on to the next timeline here, essential non-healthcare stream B applied on June 1st. This is Gurjeet's timeline. Gurjeet says, hey Urvi, I got my file linked on March 24th, applied on June 1st, never got any AOR under non-essential. So Gurjeet, this applies to you. Based on the previous timeline, people are able to link the application. However, they have to wait for a few days, sometimes few weeks for the AOR update. So don't worry, you'll get your AOR soon. Moving on to the next timeline here, this is essential non-healthcare stream B. July 2nd was the time when this individual applied, and biometric instruction letter was generated on March 17th, and AOR was received on March 18th for this individual. So that's good to see that stream B is moving forward and July timelines are coming in as well. Now the next one is IG stream. This is from Armin. Armin says, thanks for your videos, applied IG at 9:50 a.m. PST. So that is May 6, 9:50 a.m. PST. That is 12:50 p.m. EST. And still couldn't link, received my temporary file number in November. Since you are in contact with that, so then he has some question, but basically, so Armin received his AOR on March 22nd. He confirmed in a follow-up comment. So congratulations, Armin. Moving on to the next timeline here, this is IG stream timeline, and this is Tarun's timeline. Tarun says, I got my AOR and biometrics letter today, 22nd March, applied on May 7th, 3:35 a.m. IG stream, and my file got linked. So that is great news, Tarun. Thank you for sharing. Many congratulations. So guys, IG stream is all over the place, starting with May 6th around 10 p.m. to May 7th, 3:35 a.m. Everyone in between is getting updates. So that's great. Moving on to the next timeline here. This is Just Course timeline. Just says, hello Urvi, I hope you're doing well. I applied on May 7th, 2 a.m. EST with my husband, got AOR and biometric instruction letter as of March 22nd. So that is great. Just also received AOR on March 22nd and biometric instruction letter as well on March 22nd. So that is fantastic news. Thank you, Jess, for sharing. The next one is Jashandeep's timeline. Jashan says, unfortunately, we don't know when he applied, but he says was able to link the application on January 11th, got PCC, ADR for PCC January 11th, biometric refund was received on March 22nd, and AOR was also received on March 22nd. So that is good. And he was asking when you can expect portal after receiving your AOR. So typically right now what we are seeing is anytime between 1 month to 2 months, you should be able to get your portal and the next steps like eCOPR and PR card after. Alright, so the next one also we don't know the submission time, but basically it is being the last timelines. She says biometric refund was received on February 16th, applied GCMS notes on February 18th, linked the application on February 21st, AOR was received on March 22nd, and GCMS notes received on March 23rd. So that is very interesting. GCMS notes were received within 1 month, so that is great news, and criminality is passed as well now. And she's thankful for the videos as well. So thank you for sharing your timeline. Now let's move on to the next one here. It is IG French applied on September 3rd. Medical was passed on January 20th. Biometric request on January 20th as well. Linked application on January 21st. AOR was received on January 24th, and finally the first ghost update was received today on March 24th. So things are moving forward definitely. Now let's look at all the streams in one big picture. For IG stream, we know that people who submitted up to like May 7th 3:30 a.m. are now receiving updates. We have also seen latest timeline up to May 7 12:20 p.m. EST. Essential non-healthcare worker stream or stream B, we are seeing many mid to late June timelines and also some early July timelines as well. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Essential healthcare stream, we have seen the latest one, which was November 5th, which I shared in my last video. French stream, again, the latest case was November 5th as well. So that is the overall timeline, guys. So be sure to subscribe. I'm giving regular updates and it is guaranteed on my channel. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button. Now, this is the breaking news which came up today that Canada welcomed up to 450,000 new international students in 2021. An all-time record. So this is an all-time record where Canada welcomed 450,000 new international students, which is a huge amount. And following are the top 10 countries, like from 217,000 students from India, then China, 105,000 students, then France, 26,000, Iran, Vietnam, South Korea, Philippines, United States, Nigeria, and Mexico. So students are coming from all over the world, but majority are coming from India and China. That's good to know. And if you wanted to know more about this article, you should check out the CIC news article which came up. Now basically what they are saying is that in 2020 the number was just over 255,000 due to pandemic. Not many students were opting to study abroad and they kind of were on hold, almost like they were thinking about the next steps. But then suddenly in 2021 and 2022 we saw a lot of applicants and over 450,000 new international students were welcomed in Canada. So that is a huge number, and that is really good to see that a lot of international students are coming in. So be sure to check out this article. And if there is someone who is thinking about studying in Canada, any of your friends, they can certainly reference this and gain some inspiration as to they can get student permit as well right now, since Canada is open to welcoming new international students. Alright guys, so I wanted to keep you posted on that news as well. So let's go back. Right guys, so I wanted to remind you that I've also created a very interesting playlist with a lot of information on how to link your GC key, how to submit a web form, how to, what is a ghost update, and a lot of things around it. So be sure to check it out as well. I'm linking it here as well in card so you can see it. Alright guys, so PR card timeline. Right now it is anywhere from 15 days to up to 30 days for your PR card from the time you receive your eCOPR. So the one timeline I have here is this individual received eCOPR on February 23rd and got PR card in mail on March 9th. So that is great. Less than, I would say, just 15 days. So that is great. Other timelines as well. I haven't seen a lot of recent timelines, but I will keep you posted as usual. Now let's get started with eCOPR timelines, and let's start with the first timeline here. The first timeline here is Essential Non-Healthcare English Stream B. This individual applied on May 24th. December 12th also applied to extend the work permit under Tier 2 PR pathway. January 10th, biometric instruction letter was received. January 11th, AOR and medical was passed. January 12th, GC key was linked. January 14th, biometric was submitted. There was a ghost update on February 8th. There was the ADR for IELTS and ADR was submitted. And then on March 4th, eligibility was passed. February 24th, criminality process started. March 8th, local MP email was submitted. Passed everything except background check. After past background check, this individual received portal email as well. So March 10th, first ghost update, then second ghost update, and finally on March 16th, there was a third ghost update. There was also a ghost update for work permit, and on March 17th, this individual received the extension of the work permit. And when this individual called the agent said that everything passed, just wait for the portal, right? So on March 21st, 5 p.m. portal request was received, portal credentials around 10 p.m. March 22nd, sorry, 10 a.m. March 22nd. March 23rd, submitted photo. March 24th, final received. March 24th, received final eCOPR around 12:30 p.m. March 24th, final EPR card linked to GC key. So that is fantastic. Now let's move on to the next timeline here. This is also Stream B timeline applied under NOC code of 7452 with a study permit, i.e. that this individual was a student, right? 21st of August submitted the application. 19th of January there was linked, application was linked. 20th of January AOR was received. 25th of February medical was passed. 8th of March ghost update was received. 9th of March another ghost update. This individual called IRCC. They said eligibility and criminality also passed. 22nd of March there was ghost update, nothing changed. Portal request and responded in 10 minutes on March 22nd. Again on March 22nd, later in the day, credentials received for PR. And finally 24th, today, eCOPR was received. So that is fantastic timeline. That's great that there are multiple Stream B timelines coming up. All right, so the next timeline here is May 6th, 11:50 a.m. PST submission time under IG stream. 29th of January, medical was passed. 31st of January, AOR was received. Linked application and EDR was received on the same day. 28th of February, called IRCC to resend the biometric request letter. And IRCC informed this individual that biometrics was sent by mail, but this individual never received it. 1st March received biometric instruction letter, which was dated 28th of January, submitted same day. March 18th March, first ADR under review. 18th March, second ADR review. 21st March, second ADR under review. There was a ghost update after that. And finally, on 24th March, later in the day, portal was received. And on the 24th March as well, personal information and everything was uploaded on the portal. So that is great timeline under IG stream. Moving on to the next one here, this is Stream B, Essential Non-Healthcare, 6 May, 8:30 p.m. So this is a very special timeline. This individual applied on the first day of the stream initiation. AOR was received on 8th of October, PCC deadline 7th of November, PCC upload 30th of October. 2nd November, this individual went to India, and then this individual also says that PCC upload was delayed because intentionally, because this individual wanted to get married. And then ADR was received on 7th November. ADR was submitted on 13th of November, informed IRCC about the marriage on 23rd of November, got married on 26th of November, submitted 10 documents on web form. 14th of November, biometric request for spouse on 21st of December, biometrics completed. 24th of December, web form submitted for wife, PCC, birth certificate, etc. on 12th of January. And then upfront medical was given for the spouse as well. Since the whole February month, there was maybe one ghost update in between, but nothing much. Finally, on 9th of March, medical was passed for the spouse, passport request for the spouse on 16th of March, and PR confirmation email for the principal applicant on 23rd of March. So that is fantastic. This is a great unique timeline where this individual waited to get married and added the spouse in the PR process as well. So that is great. Now the next one here is IG stream May 6, 12:35 p.m. EST. So that is a very special timeline applied in the first 35 minutes. September 12th AOR was received. December 14th ADR request Travel history and 5669 form was received. December 15th, ADR received by IRCC. Portal request on March 21st. March 22nd, replied on the portal request. March 24th, received the case and created mail 10 a.m. So this individual had to wait really long and had periodical updates like from September, December, and March finally received portal. So that is great. The next timeline here is IG stream again applied on May 6, 12:48 p.m. EST. So a lot of special timelines today. Application was linked on January 28th. Medical was passed. February 1st, biometric refunded. There was ghost update in March. Later in March 21st, child's birth certificate was requested. There was another ghost update. There was a couple of more ghost updates, and portal was received on March 23rd, and then portal credential was received March 24th, and today on March 24th this individual uploaded photos, address, everything was updated, and it's currently in review, so eCOPR is coming soon. That's great. Moving on to the next one here, IG Stream May 6 submitted application at 7 p.m. December 20th AOR was received. December 21st ADR request was received. December 22nd submitted ADR. January 4th status change in ADR reviewing. After that there was a long silence. March 18th portal request, reply to the portal on the same day. March 21st submitted address and pick on the same day. March 23rd eCOPR was received, and primary office was Whitehorse and secondary office was Calgary. So that is wonderful timeline. The next one is IG stream again. May 6th application submitted 8:30 p.m. and AOR was received in February 2nd. Medical was passed January 31st. ADR for PCC on February 2nd. March 17th first ghost update. March 22nd second ghost update, and finally PR confirmation on March 22nd. All right. The next timeline here is IG stream again, May 6th application submitted 11:30 p.m. and AOR was received in November. There was ADR also received in November. November 15th ADR for medical, updated schedule A, and few ghost update in between. After that medical was passed, but suddenly in February 17th, procedural fairness letter was received. Yes, guys, so procedural fairness letter is sent to someone where IRCC officer thinks or provides the person to an opportunity to prove that this individual has not misrepresented or not provided wrong information on the application. So procedural fairness letter stated that clarifying a date from the IMM 130 form and asked for a complete medical exam, as one of this individual's doctor, like one of the exam this individual completed was not actually completed and was pending exams, so medical report was not complete. On March 10th, responded to procedural fairness letter. This individual responded. Application was approved after that. PR confirmation portal was also received later in the night, and finally on March 21st, eCOPR was received. So don't worry if someone receives procedural fairness letter. All you have to do is make sure you justify your case really well, and then you should be good. All right, that sounds good. Just a reminder, guys, I provide regular updates on my channel. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Until then, please take care of yourself. Bye bye.